go to the Detention Center. Yeah. 7 years ago, Detention Center. Visitor's room. What strange sight doth mine eyes behold? Excuse me? 2 men on either side of a single transparent pane, yet it seems fickle fate has switched sides, so to speak. The forger of fakes walks freely, while the innocent languishes within these plexiglass confines. There's been no proof that I forged anything. No proof that I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet, these chains cannot hold me for long. The stage awaits. And what, may I ask, awaits you? A little piano nickel with a hole in the wall. But since you are here, poor Phoenix, what shall we discuss? The shooting of Magnifico Mari, for one. Who pulled that trigger, Valant or his partner Zach? His partner vanished before the answer could be found. If I'm going to get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start. Sad song. I can't press anything to him. Let's just talk about the fateful trial. I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent. Yes, he made my attorney's badge disappear, and he never even touched it. So sad. Glory's spotlight always leaves someone weeping in the shadows, and yet his very disappearance itself a revelation. Revealing what? Zachary killed Magnifique is as good as a signed confession. That's certainly been public's opinion's take on it. I grow tired of my cage, and the time of my release is near. I must go and prepare. So he's been in the Detention Center probably at least 2 weeks. Planning on jumping back into the magic right away? As long as an audience waits with bated breath, there will be Valant. And also, yes? Now that my partner has disappeared, Magnifique's repertoire is mine. Valant Gomari has a tradition to uphold. Is that true? Seeing this light, the trial was quite good to me, verdict or no. And you can't pay for that kind of publicity. I guess. But what about the blackmail? The suspicion on you hasn't lifted entirely, Valant. After all, you received one of those letters, too. You were just as obligated to follow Magnifique's instructions as your partner. So I was, but only Zachary followed them. Yet let's not speak any more of a who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished, the question is moot. I'm more interested in learning something else, actually. What might that be? I want to know what Magnifique had up his sleeve. How could he coerce you and your partner to kill him? The trick up his sleeve? Ah ha 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 ha! Perhaps you do not know. Know what? As the great magician never reveals his secrets. But we need to know. Dang, 4 of them. I didn't think it would be that easy. The honest must remain forever in the audience, bathing in the reflected glow of the spotlight. I don't think we have enough evidence. No. Okay, let's leave. We're not getting really close to this truth, are we? Let's go to Drew's studio. For some reason, Phoenix knows how to get there. Well, the place looks different. I guess I just moved here. I figured you'd come here sooner or later. I decided on sooner, True Misham, was it? I haven't done anything illegal. Sure. And I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions. I suppose you have that right. That day, the entire court descended into chaos. Only you stood still, your eyes calmly watching. I admit, it made quite an impression on me. I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations. Phoenix right, was it? I'll answer what I can. I'm not sure, but it feels like I'm being watched intensely. Ah, this is my daughter, Vera. Say hello. Okay, she's gone. Shall we begin, then? You can examine the Drew studio if you want. like, paintings. Paints are scattered all around, probably the ones he's currently using. There's something very artistic about a messy room. Not that this is anything compared to my office. I guess that would make my office a masterpiece. We can also go to the other side of the room. And... okay, this is funny. We can examine these paintings here. There are some finished paintings stacked here. They don't look all that bad, really. I'll sell you one for 50 cents. That's okay, they look kind of heavy. Oh. Maybe he needs to work on his sales technique a bit. That's funny. I feel sorry for him. Paints and pigments are lined up on the shelves with some noticeable gaps. It's embarrassing, but I can't afford all the paints I want. I insist on buying the ones I use with my own money. I can see how you want to do that, sure. Perhaps you've heard that you can make any color, as long as you have the 3 primary colors. Well, it's a lie. Poor guy. Really, it's a lie? The table. Maybe I'll just let it sit on over here for a closer look. Ooh, these are interesting. Stamp. That's an awfully small frame. What's that inside it? A stamp? Ah, please don't touch that. I'll get in trouble. Huh? What? That stamp belongs to Vera, you see? She always put it somewhere she can see it. True Gramari. That's Zack and Valant, the Gramaris, isn't it? The post office issued that commemorative stamp last year, when the Gramaris were at the height of their popularity. And look, Trucy's mother is wearing the same kind of costume as Trucy. Red, blue, and yellow, the primary colors. Not anymore. Now that one of them has vanished off the face of the earth. Vera went to see one of their shows. Whatever. Vera went to see one of their shows when she was quite small. She's been a dedicated fan ever since. She watched them every time they came on TV until the end. I see. That stamp's quite hard to come by, I hear. I still wonder how she got her hands on it. Commemorative stamp. And the photo. This is you and Vera? Yes, we took that one quite recently. I know, I'm a painter. Why not paint a portrait instead? I've never been that good at people, unfortunately. Ah, right. Shouldn't you practice? Look, the bottle. That's a pretty bottle. Ah, don't touch that, please. I will get in trouble. Huh? It belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere she can see it, and she looks at it often. There's a light pink fluid inside. Nail polish, I'm guessing. And the red envelope. What's this red envelope? Ah! Don't touch that! It's quite important! The painter's face just changed hues. Guess I better behave, though it's tempting to just grab it. Just grab it! I think I spoiled something. I wonder if I really did spoil anything. I don't remember. Anyway, let's just talk to him. About himself. Judging from this place, you're a painter? Not sadly a profitable one. I've never sold a painting. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. I would be able to get by were it only me. Your daughter? Her mother grew weary of me and left. I don't want her to grow up needy, Mr. Wright. No, I think she did grow up needy. That is why I began my other occupation. Forgeries. Let's have the forgeries. Don't look at me with those eyes. I know what it is that I do. More than half of the paintings they bring me are stolen. And who knows what my copies are used for. But some of your works aren't paintings, correct? You may not believe me when I tell you this, but that was my first work outside painting. What? To think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. I never ever even imagined the possibility. Then why did you take the job? I was well paid, very well paid. I think he feels worse about it than I do. So who was the client? The past is hard to escape. Honestly, the sooner I can put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course. Sorry, but it's not going to be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he made. Looks like I have to remind him. Alright, let's remind him. By presenting the notebook page. You're at work. Don't try to pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy. But that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. Yeah. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know. And you have to tell me. I knew it would be difficult to escape this. Then, let's talk. Let's talk about this forged diary page. Manfie's diary. Well then, ready to tell me about this work you did? It was unlike anything I had attempted before. I guess it would be a little different from paintings. That is not what I mean. In all my previous work, it's a sophisticated a copy. This wasn't a copy? Oh yeah, it can't be a copy. He made it. The client gave me two things that day. The first was a sample page as reference. The second, a printed document I can only surmise was written by my client. Where is that printed document? Maybe you can, like, check for handwriting analysis or something. I don't know. So, you used the real writing as a reference to reproduce what the client wrote? Yes. As I said, it was my first job of that nature. So, who was your client? As I said in court, I do not know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. I never met them. Not personally, Psychlock. Two of them to be exact. Of course. It seems like you're still hiding something. Something about this work. Do we have enough evidence? Yeah, I think we do. Let's try to unlock his secrets. You're hiding something. Well, yeah. Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Misham? I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I never met the client. True, when I asked the client's name, there were no Cyclops in sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense. Why are you doing this to me? Well, I made up my stand. No backing down now. So, what's Misham hiding? Since we already know, because of Paul's Jeff's case, the forger. I can pretty much piece together what it is from what you said. What is it then? You told me that what you knew about the client, and I couldn't see any Psycholocks. Psycholocks? Is that some sort of Aslan security or a new hairstyle, perhaps? Maybe his hairstyle is a Psycholock. Whatever. But then they did show up, didn't they? Why are you talking about Psycholocks in front of him? Who was your client? As I said in court, I do not know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? And why are we seeing this this scene, even though we just had it earlier, not too long ago? If it was me, I would want to know as much as I could about the requester. I never met them. Not personally, Not personally. Those words trigger the Psycholocks. Again, what's with the Psycholocks now that I really must know what they are? So you did meet with a client, but someone else did. Maybe the real forger Maybe the real forger behind this evidence. Perhaps I'm hung up on this lock business, but I'm afraid you lost me. Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about Cyclops. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there. And your conclusion is? The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Misham. Poppycock! I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you. Made here in my studio. Who else could it have been but me? That's the real question, isn't it? If the forger wasn't you, then I don't have many other people to choose from. The real forger at Drew's studio is... Yeah, we all know who that is. Okay. Dear Miss 12 years old. The real forger is your daughter, dear Misham, isn't it? Ridiculous! My daughter's only 12 years old, Mr. Wright. I've always been more one for landscapes, not surrealism. Nice comeback, but you're shaking in your boots. I've got you now. The only two people with access to the studio are you and your daughter. The Cyclops tell me you're not the forger, which makes your daughter the only possibility. I feel very much on the verge of going Psycholock myself! Yay, we did it!